Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Hunting Noobs, and I'm coming back at you with another edition of my series called Through My Eyes. Now, I know this is a little bit past due. I'm not going to get into all that, what's been going on, this, that, and the other. The video's here. Let's embrace it. Let's just embrace it, people. We're going to rock it out with our cock it out. And we're going to get this video together. So, real quick, for the people that are new to my channel, basically what Through My Eyes is me storytelling with you guys, giving you guys the trials and tribulations of my adolescence up through my present day. And I've integrated Call of Duty into that by, you know, in the beginning of my early days, I would use World at War. And I moved up to Advanced Warfare, but I don't play Advanced Warfare really at all anymore. So I kind of breaking that trend, I guess. I hope some people don't get upset about it. Now, I'm still using Call of Duty, so hopefully you guys understand that. Now, I know it was a unique aspect to the Through My Eyes, in my opinion. That's what I thought made it unique as well. Maybe I'll hop on and play some Advanced Warfare and get some gameplays. I don't know. I particularly don't like to play the game. It isn't that it's not fun. It's just not my cup of tea, so I hope you guys understand that. But that's basically what it is. I'm telling a little few stories here and there about my lifestyle and this, that, and the other, and I'm going to use Black Ops 2 for this. Some really good gameplays. I hope you guys enjoy them nonetheless. Now, if you guys do enjoy this video right here, it's really simple. All you have to do is click in the link or the description below, and I already have a file set up for you guys with all my Through My Eyes videos in that file, so you guys can go back and watch it, or you can do it the hard way and you click on the link in the description as well, and it'll take you back to the previous video all the way back to the beginning. I suggest you do the folder thing so you can just hit it in one rip, but hey, do what you do. You like to waste time, you like to do what you do. You dig? So, with that being said, guys, I ended it on a juicy note as always. Like, I was getting out of the county jail. I was being released from jail or prison. You know, I was in the last little bit of my stages or whatnot. Hold on one second. Let me see if I have to. Let me mute my mic just a little bit. I hope that takes care of the sound if it was too loud for you guys. But anyways, I'm just getting out. And as I'm sitting there, right, I know I'm supposed to be released the day of, right? I'm sitting there waiting, and I know some people are thinking, well, how the hell did you go back to sleep knowing you were about to get out? To be honest with you, I was just overwhelmed with emotions. So when breakfast came and I gave my breakfast away, I just wanted to lay down and be still. I was so jittery. You got to understand, I've been locked up for 5 consecutive years. So I just couldn't wait. I mean, it was just so much embarrassing. I was just going to go to sleep, and I fell asleep. Amazing. I don't know how I did it, but I fell asleep, and I knew that they were supposed to wake me up by 8 o'clock and to release me, right? And I already had the phone call set up with my dad. My dad's supposed to be there to pick me up. He's waiting outside, this, that, and the other. Anyways, I wake up, and it's 12 o'clock. They're bringing lunch in, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So lunch came in, right? And I said, I told the guard I want to speak to him. And he said, well, after you eat lunch. So my thing now is the guys are asking me, can I have your lunch too? I'm like, dude, I haven't had breakfast. I got to eat something. As much as I wanted to give it to the fellas, you know, I had to have something to eat. So I had something to eat. Then the guard called me down. I went to talk to the guard. I was like, hey, man, you know, there's a mistake or something like that. I was supposed to be released today. He's like, well, if you were supposed to be released today, I would know about it. I said, well, I tell you what am I being held for then? What's my charges? Go look at it. And he got on the computer and looked at it. He was like, kind of gave that little, you know, distraught look and was like, He said, hold on, let me make a few phone calls. So he made a few phone calls. He comes back to me, guys. You won't believe this shit. He says the counselor, whoever the person was in charge of filing my paperwork to have me released, was on vacation. He forgot to do it before he left. How convenient of the cocksucker, I must say. So, nonetheless, everything was going as planned. I had to call my dad. I said, hey, can I call my dad and see what's going on? The guy was like, yeah, go ahead. So now they're going to release me, right? So I called my dad. I'm like, hey, where you at? He's like, I'm back home. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't contact you. And my dad was about an hour away. So the guy told me by the time I go through processing and get my clothes and shit like that, you know, that's about how long it would take. So I told my dad, I said, hey, get your floppy tits up here and come get my ass up out of this motherfucking stink hole, man. So my dad drove up. I'm sitting there, and I'm released, right? I'm like, I'm not free. I know I'm still on probation, but I'm free to go outside as I want, as I please, damn near anywhere I want to go. And that hasn't happened in 5 years, guys. And I can't even explain to you the joy that it was. It was just overwhelming. It was unbelievable. I mean, I can't even explain to you how kick-ass the feeling was. So, anyways, my dad picks me up. I get my money and stuff that I had saved up. I get in his car, and we're driving back home to my hometown, right outside of Cincinnati. So as we're driving home, I almost get killed, man. So my dad's in his little fucking gremlin bucket piece of shit hoopty fucking crappy crackhead car. But it was a ride nonetheless, you know. I'm not knocking anybody's out there with their hoopy crackhead cars out there. But as we're driving, man, we're in the far right lane, which is the slow lane, which is about as fast as that piece of shit bucket would go. And there's a semi in the middle lane. Well, the semi decide to get over into the slow lane, regardless if we're there or not. So he starts coming over. My dad ended up going off the side of the road, skidding out and all kinds of shit. Anyway, I was like, damn, dude, I just got out, and these motherfuckers are trying to kill me. It was crazy. So, anyways, nothing happened. We lived, of course. And we drove back to his house, and my aunt, and there was a few people waiting there. So it was pretty cool. I got to see them. My cousin Danny called me up. He's like, "Hey, what's going on, man? I heard you got out." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm out. I'm at my dad's right now." He said, "Oh, we got to meet up tonight. We're going out tonight." I was thinking in my head, I just got out. I'm not trying to get any type of trouble already. I know I sound like a bitch, but he said, "No, we're just going to the strip club, you know." And he says, "Don't wear anything." I swear to you, I remember he said, "Don't wear anything dark." Because at the strip club, they had, like, black lights, and you could see all the fuzzballs on him. I don't know, something stupid like that. It was just fucking retarded. I don't know why you guys needed to know that, but anyway. So we go to the strip club. You know, I'm getting the old lap dance, this, that, and the other. It was glorious. Oh, man, it was glorious. And we go back to the house, right? And there's one thing that I knew was being on federal probation, you're allowed to drink. Like, they give you paperwork and stuff. They say, okay, you got a few days to you got 3 days, I believe it is, to contact your probation officer, and it gives you some of the guidelines. Okay, of course you're not allowed to smoke marijuana. It says you are allowed to have a drink, this, that, and the other. So, anyways, I'm out. I'm meeting friends. I'm seeing people I haven't seen in a long time, and it's kind of devastating, to be honest with you, because some of the people that I grew up with, they look like shit, man. They look like shit, like really bad. I mean, it was unbelievable. Teeth falling out their head from doing all these drugs and shit. It was bad. Like, dudes that I knew could pull any piece of ass that they wanted, their teeth were falling out of their head at the age of 24 years old. Like, it was crazy to me to see this. And, you know, that goes to show you that going to penitentiary was a blessing in disguise, because I most likely would have been in the same boat as them, because I rip and ran with them, and we did all the same thing. So, anyways, I got to see my friends, and it kind of weighed in on me. I knew I had to make this decision. I already had it in the back of my head to do this. So when I went into the probation officer to meet him, I told him, I said, "Hey, I don't want to be probated here where I'm at, right outside Cincinnati, Covington. I want to go back to Lexington." And the guy was like, "Well, why is that?" I said, "Because I know if I stay here, I'm going to do the same things that my friends are doing, and I don't want to go back to where I just came out of." And the guy was like, they were truly shocked by it. Like, did this really work? The judicial system and the, you know, correction facility did what they're supposed to do, their job? And I have to admit, it did work for me. That's for damn sure. So he got everything, you know, fixed up. He sent me to Lexington. I drove to Lexington. I had to be there that next day or so to see my probation officer. I remember his name was Bob Mason. Big guy, big burly guy with a big white beard and glasses on. A very no nonsense looking person. You know what I'm saying? So I get into it there to him, and I'm speaking to him, and I made a huge mistake. One of the biggest mistakes that I did that you could do starting off your probation officer conversation. I was like, "I see that I'm allowed to have alcohol, but it says you cannot drink in excess." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, what do you consider in excess?" And he looked at me, he says, "You're going to be a problem, aren't you?" I said, no, I just don't want to get, you know, I'm not a drinker anyways. Back then, I just smoked weed and that shit. I didn't drink much. Like I said through my eyes, I used to tell people, "Hey, you want me to drink?" I just didn't drink, man. My buddies used to pay me to drink with them. That's how often I did not drink and didn't like to. So I was like, well, at least I could get drunk, hang out with the fellas, go see some ladies. So I was like, no, I'm not going to be a problem, this, that, and other. So now the biggest worry that I have is to work my job and shit like that, right? Now, when I went in, my boss, they all knew I was locked up. They all knew I was in a halfway house. They knew what the situation I was in. And I got really lucky, man, because they did me two huge favors. The first favor was after being locked back up for a month, they kept my job. So I still had my job when I got out. The second biggest favor, which is unbelievable to me now that I think about it, is they gave me housing with the interns from the college, right? The kids, they were coming in from college, all my friends and stuff like that. They let me get a room and become a roommate with them and, have to pay just like the $65 a week in rent. And I just had a room, but I had like maybe 3 or 4 roommates. They were from Croatia. One was from the United States. It was pretty cool, man. The concept was cool. But now that I think about it, just picture this: your kid's going to college, and they just bunked him up with a convicted felon. Now I'm not a bad guy by any means, but that's pretty fucked up, man. The Marriott, oh man, if that wasn't a lawsuit waiting to happen, I don't know what is. But anyways, that's what happened. Now my biggest concern about being with roommates, especially these guys, is they all smoke, man. I mean, these guys smoked all the time. I knew about it. So when I got in there, I was in fucking Mr. Clean mode. I was like, hey, guys, I understand that I'm staying here, but you got to understand I'm on probation. If you guys can please help out and keep it clean somewhat and try to keep your dope put up. So when I got there, I kid you not, I spent 5 fucking hours plus cleaning up this apartment complex. Beer cans. I mean, you're just your typical college place, which is perfect for me if I wasn't in the situation I was in. It's ideal, right? But I had a lot of concerns. And even my probation officer had a lot of concerns. He was like, is this going to be a good idea? These kids, whatever they do can get you in trouble. I was like, no, it's good, dude. So he comes to pay a visit. So I cleaned the house up really well. He knocks on the door. They're all gone. I made sure they wasn't there. He knocks on the door. He comes in to check out my room. And as he walks inside of my room, my heart hits the floor. I cannot believe what I see. And I'm going to end it on that, guys. You guys are going to can't believe this, what's about to happen in this next Through My Eyes. Again, I do appreciate your support as always, guys. I know I don't put this up as often as you guys like, but it is what it is, man. I hope you guys appreciate it. Like I said, embrace this video. If you enjoy it, please feel free to rate this video. And hopefully you look forward to the next Through My Eyes that'll be coming out hopefully here soon. I'll just leave it at that. With that being said, it's your boy Huntin' Noobs. I'm out this bitch. Deuces. Get wrecked, son. Woo! And noobs, stop fucking around and put another Through My Eyes up soon. Maybe. That was corny as fuck. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe soon.